In a not too surprising turn of events, Governor of Edo State Godwin Obaseki announces his exit from All Progressive Congress APC. And the People's Democratic Party decries what it calls the failure of President Muhammadu Buhari and is ruling All Progressive Congress to contain the insensate killings of vulnerable Nigerians by bandits in the country. This is Plus Politics. I am Kayode Ladende. Welcome back. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, who had a running battle with the national chairman of the party, Adams Oshiomhole, has formally announced his decision to resign his membership of the APC. Obaseki made the announcement after meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa, Abuja. And just like speculations have stated, Edo State Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Tony Azegbeni, has confirmed that Governor Godwin Obaseki and other top officials of APC will soon join his party. He, however, said Governor will not be given an automatic ticket to fly the party's flag, as other aspirants had shown interest in the same position. Joining us to discuss this is Emmanuel Uso, the former Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Industry via Zoom. And also, who will be joining us in this discussion is Oladimegi Fabi, a member of the People's Democratic Party, also via Zoom. Good evening, Mr. Fabi.
Yeah, good evening. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to have you join us. Very soon, we understand that Uso will be joining the conversation. But let me start with you, since you're ready for us. This is not yet official that Obaseki will join PDP. But as a strong member of the party, is there something we don't know yet that you know?
Well, thank you very much. There isn't much yet. PDP is a party of organized people. It's a very organized party, unlike the APC, that is having a crisis that shouldn't have been in the first instance. I sympathize with them because the crisis is totally uncalled for in the first place. We, as a PDP, as a party, have our processes, and we've been following when it comes to election. We have the processes that you have to follow. You get your nomination forms, you go into screening when you are cleared. We have our congresses, like we just did in Edo today and a few days ago, where we had award congresses to select the three-man ad hoc committee. Then today again we had the local government congresses and all that. So it's a party that is well organized, and we are hoping that. And the one thing that is very fundamental to PDP is to give the people of Edo State the best, and that's what we're working on. PDP is naturally Edo State is naturally a PDP state, and then we know what it takes. We have what it takes to ensure that we give the good people of Edo State the best that they deserve.
Okay.
We're watching events. We're watching events.
Okay. Whether you're watching event or not, we'll come back to you. We understand that we have Emmanuel on the line via phone. Emmanuel, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good to have you. Let's start with this. Does it have to take your party, to get to this level where we have a sitting governor quitting your party? To what extent could you have not managed this crisis than get into this level?
Okay, thank you for having me. But let me, first of all, make some opening remarks about what my colleague in the studio there or through Zoom has alluded to. Rather than make your marketing strategy about your party, you are talking about another person's party. But just for the record, Silva second tenure was denied by PDP because he was disqualified. He was not allowed to contest for a second time. I don't know how organized that system is, that you also disqualified a sitting governor from getting a second term. And then secondly, that Edo is naturally a PDP state. 21 years of democratic rule in Nigeria has shown that PDP only governed Edo State for about 9.5 years. And then the remaining years has been APC all through. So I don't know how that state has been naturally a PDP state. However, coming to the issues that you've raised, we must first of all identify that there's no independent candidate in Nigeria. Every candidate who aspires to govern or be elected into a position in Nigeria must belong to a political party. A political party must sponsor you. And if you are sponsored by a political party, you must play by the rules of the political party. Where a sitting governor refuses, failed, neglected, omitted to follow the guidelines and regulations as well as the constitution of the party, there must be a problem with that situation. Now, let me put this straight, especially knowing that various reconciliations were made from the Oba of Benin to various organizations, including the party, where the Senate president was made to preside over a committee. All of these reconciliatory moves were rebuffed by the governor. And so the issues came to a head from what we are seeing today.
Okay. Obviously, everybody is in the know of what has happened, and thank you for summarizing it. But back to you. Now you've listened to an APC man who has also reminded you of what happened in PDP. I'm talking to Fabi now. Exactly why is your party, ready to take Governor Obaseki into the party? Is it that you don't have any strong aspirants that can actually give APC a run for their money?
All right. Thank you very much. Let me quickly, address one of the issues you raised earlier before I move into your question. Number one, I want us to compare why Silva was not cleared then in PDP and the reason for denying Governor Obaseki clearance right now. There are two different things. Let me tell you, and let me even refresh the memory of my friend there. In 2003, PDP denied a governor of a state in Anambra, Governor Badinju, a ticket based on the fact that he did not perform. And that should send enough signal, or that should tell you enough reasons why I say PDP is well organized. Now to your question, we are not asking or waiting for Obaseki to come into PDP. PDP is the party, and we have people with very strong character. We have leaders who knows what it takes, who have what it takes to lead the people, unlike what we have in the APC. I pity them because they are the architect of their own failures. And I don't expect my other colleagues there to say otherwise. Governor Obaseki is an individual. Here is the man whom the national chairman of the APC was singing his praises all over the world, all over the Edo State in the last 4 years, and castigating, disparaging the now saint gentleman is a Yamu. That should mean a lot to you. For us in the PDP, our doors are open. If today Governor Obaseki says, I want to go to PDP, that is where I feel that'll give me the opportunity to serve my people, he's welcome. So if any of the governor today in PDP has same issue that I know will never happen or will never be in this,
Oladimeji, let me come in here. Let me come in here. Please. I'm curious to know what is the real difference, because if we continue in this blame game, we may not get to the meat of the issue. Because I will remind you that 4 years ago, there is a video going viral too when PDP called Obaseki all kinds of names that he is not even qualified. So Can we just drop what party is calling party and look at the issues? Because that same man is likely to be a member of your party, if not a candidate.
The truth of the matter, and the point I'm trying to emphasize, is very simple. PDP as a party, our doors are open. If today Obaseki says, I want to come to PDP to serve my people, is welcome, as long as it meets our requirements and our guidelines for running an election under the platform of the PDP. What I'm saying is that I pity the APC because they are the architect of their own problems. I pity them because they lack that central figure that would have helped them mitigate and go through this crisis, because it's very, very unnecessary. And good luck to them. As far as we are concerned in the PDP, we have put in place a winning machineries that would guarantee success for our party in PDP. For instance, I was a member of the screening committee that screened our aspirants. We have 3 eminently qualified aspirants in the party who came for the screening. We screen them and we find them worthy. So for us, we are ready. So it's left for Governor Obaseki, who believes that, okay, I need to still serve my people in Edo State. And if he approaches the PDP, why not?
Okay,
He's eminently qualified.
Thank you.
The problem of the APC.
I will come back. I will come back. This is a conversation. Let us have a roundtable discussion. Back to you, Emmanuel. From your record, you were a commissioner. You served under this current governor. Something must have made him to even allow you to be in his cabinet. What really went wrong? When did the rain start beating either you or the governor now?
You must also recognize the fact that I'm a party man and I'm a professional to the core. I am a legal practitioner. Before I became an acting chairman of the Revenue Service, I was in legal practice. I'm not asking Oladimeji to pity us. There's no pity party here. If you are eminently qualified, like you have said, you have 3 aspirants, go ahead, screen your members, and make them candidates, whoever wins. But to show their desperation, they want to get back at the government at all costs. So they want an easy means of getting to governance. They forgot that they are the architect, like you raised, of this whole issue of certificate mess. They were the first to raise it. They went to court in a pre-election matter that the court said was statute barred, on the basis of which they also approached the election petition tribunal, who threw away their matter, saying it was a pre-election matter. Now the same person they raised his certificate issues, that he never had certificate. They are so desperately looking for him to become their candidate in this election. I want to now address the issue that you have raised. At what point did all of this issue happen? At the point when the party raised several issues concerning governance structure in the state, the governor was advised by me. I told him my own position about the issue. We never should go into this fight. It was needless. But I think those who had superior arguments that the governor wanted to listen to, he listened to them. And at that point, it was foolhardy for anybody to be able to advise and convince him on the basis of which he could change his mind on the issues. But today, the story is that the party has taken their position on the basis of all the issues that have been raised, especially what the PDP raised. But let me make this point clear. What was uppermost in the reasoning of the PDP was that they began to urge the governor on as the best person to take the position of the candidate of the APC, while they subtly wait for the court to declare them winner of the election, because they know they will not be able to win the election through the voting process. So they were just waiting to use this subtle attempt that the governor was not qualified to have contested the election. Because if you see all the people crying foul today, about the disqualification of the governor.
Emmanuel.
They are not APC members, but rather they are PDP members.
I'm sure that's a speculation.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
If you
let's
know them.
Let's wait for Fabiyi to confirm that. Now, Ian,
I'm not asking him to confirm. I know them. On the social media, those who are crying foul.
Don't appropriate and reprobate according to you lawyers. Let's listen to him. Let him make his response to that.
You know, my brother.
That you are just waiting to be second and become the first. Because that will lead me to the question I have for you. Have you considered the issues that APC raised, the issue of certificate? If you ended up becoming your candidate and you probably win election, will you not have a backlash in the court?
Okay, thank you very much. You know, sometimes when I listen to the members of opposition, particularly the APC talking, I laugh. I laugh because I sometimes wonder how we have come this low. You know, understand what I'm saying? How did we get to this point where we now have leaders that are creating followers that find it so difficult to even, understand, the dynamics of what is going on. See, Mr. Obaseki, if he wishes to come, or Governor Obaseki, if he wishes to come into PDP, like I said earlier, PDP has standard procedures. We have our rules. We have our guidelines that governs our selection process, leadership selection processes. So if he meets the requirements, what stops us from let him come? As I speak to you, Governor Obaseki has not declared for PDP. I wonder why APC is so agitated. I wonder why they didn't want the guy to move and go to anywhere. I'm sure they would have been happy if Governor Obaseki has decided or had announced that he was going to one of those parties that are not very strong like PDP. Why? The question is, why are they worried? Why are they disturbed? What is their problem? They should let PDP be and fix their problem. They should fix their houses that are leaking. We now have under the leadership of the APC that lacks every capacity to manage crisis. So they should go and fix their house. They should go and fix their leaking roof.
Noted.
We have no problem with them. Governor Obaseki is a Nigerian, eminently qualified. Issue of certificate. When it comes to PDP, PDP have the machinery to check everything. And if he's qualified, he will be passed.
Okay.
So why is APC worried? Why are they getting agitated? If they knew Obaseki was so good, why did they push him out? 4 years ago, they were singing praises of this man. They didn't know that he had the issue with certificate then. It is now they now know he has a certificate. Oshomale should please come out and tell us what is going on.
Good.
I'm surprised when you have a leader who speaks from both sides of the mouth. We don't need that kind of leaders in our country at this moment. We need to be matured politically. We need to be matured democratically, and I don't see APC leading Nigeria to that.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm sure you have so much to say. But let's listen to what Governor Obaseki did say about the screening issue and his reaction. And then we'll come back to hear what Emmanuel Uso and Fabiyi have to tell us. Listen to this. We'll come back now.
Someone who hasn't gone to school, who doesn't have certificates himself, know and understand what inconsistencies in certificates are. So that's the starting point. What is the inconsistency? There is no inconsistency in my certificates. The issue was in 2016 when I contested for the gubernatorial elections. I could not find the originals of my certificates because I hadn't required them for more than 2 decades. So I deposed to an affidavit that I could not find the originals. Subsequently, I found all the original copies of all my certificates, and they are here with me. So I don't understand what is inconsistent about that. Maybe the inconsistency is in the youth corps certificate, where he said my surname was missing an I in the end. But if you look at that, it was like a cursive. It was written in a cursive manner. So if that's inconsistency for him, then it's really sad that you have people with that quality as leading Nigeria's ruling party. For him, It was just to look for an excuse to take whatever decision he wants to take. And it's really sad that the party structure today gives him that sort of authority without any checks.
That was Governor Obaseki reacting to that. Emmanuel, please, you listen to him. And if you did not, I will do you a favor by paraphrasing what he said. What's your reaction to that, Emmanuel?
Oh, first, I will ordinarily want to refuse to react to the issues of the certificate because as a lawyer, the matters relating and concerning the issues of the certificate are already before court. However, just for the record, it goes beyond the issue of the NYSC certificate. The first major question they've asked, how did you gain admission? As at the time of admission, you had 3 credits. Those 3 credits, because it's on the premise of your school certificate that you got a degree. How did you gain admission into University of Ibadan with 3 credits? With a failure in maths and a failure in English, as well as a failure in economics. If you didn't get that, now fast forward to 2020, you submitted a testimonial of higher certificate, HSC. In your affidavit in 2016, there was no HSC qualification in that affidavit. How did you get all of this? I will stop at that point because the issues are already sub judice. At the appropriate time, the court will determine the qualification otherwise and the authenticity and otherwise of those certificates.
Okay, let me leave it there. But back to you, Oladimeji. Now, the timetable will soon be up and the party's candidate will have to emerge. Is your party considering this in allowing Obaseki while the court determines, or you're pretty sure that this is just a political witch hunting?
The truth of the matter is that the entire Edo people knows what is going on and the entire Nigerians know what is going on. PDP is not, I will never be part of APC crisis. Like I said earlier, they are the architect of their own crisis or their own problem. So we are going to leave them to solve their problem. You know, sometimes our leaders, and particularly the APC chairman on his co-travelers believe, I think they're forgetting that it is sometimes very difficult to defend what is indefendable. You can't advertise what is unadvertisable if there's any English like that. And I know that there's something called Janus. Janus means Janus is spelled as Janus. It's a double face. One side is ugly and one side is beautiful. So, and that is what I see playing out by the national chairman of the party and the party itself. Today, they sing praises. Tomorrow, they start crossing. It is difficult, like Socrates said. He said there is a big difference between leadership and rulership. And rulership is what we are seeing in APC, and that is the source of their debate of their problem. For me, PDP is ready. Like I said, we have prepared our winning machinery in Edo State. If Governor Obaseki decides to come, it will work within the premises of our rules and procedures. If he wants to go into the primaries, he's free to go into the primaries. If he emerges winner, so be it, good luck to him. So, but what I'm saying is that APC should not be they shouldn't play too dirty. Too dirty in the sense that they are so desperate because they don't want Obaseki to return and they want to do everything humanly possible to ensure that it does not return. They should consider the Edo people. Anything that will hurt the people of Edo State, God will ask anybody who is involved in that. And okay, that's our prayers. But forget the fact that I'm a PDP member, but I'm more concerned and my party is more concerned about the welfare of the Edo people. And that is why PDP will give them the best of candidates. We are free already. If Governor Obaseki meets up with the time and he wants to run, he's free, he's a Nigerian, is eminently qualified.
Okay, thank you so much.
The issue of certificate, When it comes, it will be sorted out.
Good.
If it meets our requirement, it will pass. And that is it. So APC should not get too desperate because they don't want to even hear anything of Obaseki in Edo State. That is not for them to do. It is for the people of Edo State.
Thank you so much, Oladimeji Fabi.
Now the entire country knows that, knows why this is happening. Obaseki refused to release money and now he's a bad person. May God help us in this country.
Thank you. Oladimeji Fabi, a member of the PDP. But let me quickly get the last comment because you started this conversation, so it is fair to allow Emmanuel also to give your final comment. And my question to you is, what will happen now that Obaseki has left your party? What will happen to those members of the House of Assembly who probably are yet to be sworn in?
Okay, first, let me say that it is Oladimeji and his party that is very desperate now. You have persons who have been screened and qualified to contest in the primaries of an election. The rules and regulations and the constitution of the party, PDP, is clear. There's a timeline to buy forms. There's a timeline to be screened. There's a timeline also to conduct primaries. Now, you are asking somebody who did not buy form to come and join the league of those who bought form to contest primaries. I think that shows the level of desperation in the issue. But however, it must be said clearly that it is the party that wins an election, not the candidate alone. The candidate is sponsored by the party. So when it gets to the time for the election, we will show that it is possible for APC to win without an Obaseki. On the other hand, what will happen to the other members of the House? The members of the House were very definite because it's the major plank of the disagreement of all of this issue. The members will be inaugurated at the appropriate time.
But it will take the governor to do that. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, also for your intervention. And know that if I allow Fabi to talk, he will still want to react on that. But let the conversation continue on all our social media, and you will be able to react to some of them. Thank you once again for your time. Yes, sir, we will take a break, and when we return, it will be time for us to talk some more on another issue. But take this, on the Governor Obaseki coming out of the meeting with the president.
I don't know if it's good news. You recall that my last statement, my last tweet, I said that I'll make a decision after my disqualification was announced by APC, that I will make a decision after I have consulted with the leadership and my supporters in Edo State, and also have informed the president. I'm just here today to inform you that I have now decided formally to resign my membership of the All Progressive Congress. Having done that, I will now announce in the next few days my specific line of action and what platform I will be contesting the gubernatorial elections on. I'm sure the whole country knows and is aware of what has gone on with me and the party chairman and the party leadership, which culminated in my disqualification as